Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Airport CEO. It's by Apple Apps Studios, a very apt name, I would say. It's currently in early access. This is an early alpha of the game, and it's currently $15.99 US out on Steam. I was approaching this one as being something that I would do just as a side quest video and then that's it, but as I was playing the tutorial and playing through the tutorial and stuff, I felt like this is actually pretty darn good. I mean, there's actually a lot to this for just being an early alpha. It's got some janky parts, but nothing, the UI is a little bit cluttered, but nothing too crazy. So this might actually be an occasional series, let's say, depending on how much I get out of it. I don't know how long the game goes. I've only gotten as far as a regional airport, but I know that there's other parts where you actually get to design larger airports. So I don't know exactly how much is in the game yet, but let's roll with it and see what we can do. First things first, though, the options menus don't work yet. You have to do those actually in-game. The title screen here is very, very loud, as you can probably guess. It doesn't obey any volume ever. However, there is a volume slider in-game that's just one slider, it's just general volume. But let's go and start ourselves a brand new airport, shall we? Alright, so we got to come up with a face. That's actually not a bad face. Hairstyles, not too many different hairstyles there, but do that, and the eyes, do that, the nose, be a little bit subtle. We can get full on crazy smile there going. And let's see, let's ditch the tie, shall we? Let's have a suit without a tie. All right, and name our guy, and continue. So you get to pick where you want to start your airport at. Now, I don't know if there's any difficulty associated with whatever area you pick. I don't know if that's a thing that they actually do. I think it's more just for the sake of argument, I guess. But I'm going to stick over to North America here. Apparently there's only two things in North America, though. There's Washington, D.C. and Ottawa. And I feel like I'm feeling a little bit of a kindred spirit here, so let's go and do Ottawa and confirm that. Now we need to come up with an airport name, so let's see how many characters I can get in here. Let's say 7 degrees of bacon. There we go. And I spelled Canadian with a K on purpose because I want to troll my friends and my buddies up north there in the frozen tundras that are there. And let's see, I need a 3-letter code. Let's try A. A. We'll try that. And these airport logos, this looks like more like a space logo than an airport logo. That's mountains. Do they have like a bacon thing? Nothing with bacon, huh? Alright, well I guess we'll take the mountains because we all know there's mountainous terrain above there. And then we've got a difficulty slider. I've been playing on medium, but you can see here on easy you start with $2 million. Nothing crazy there. On moderate, you start with $1 million, and then you got difficult, which is $500,000, which would actually be pretty difficult. And then extreme, which is like $250,000 you start with. We're going to do moderate, just so that I don't get too bogged down in the weeds as we start here. You can also go sandbox mode, which I think just eliminates. I think you can just do whatever you want. You don't care about money. So that's an easy way to sort of try out some things if you want to. Honestly, the tutorial in this game is actually really good. We're going to get into it in a minute here. Dear Memory, thank you for our last meeting. I hope that you like your new digs. I know it isn't much, but hopefully you'll do better than the last person who tried to build our town's proud airport. You've got a lot of work ahead of you, so you better get to it. I can't give you any tips because I really don't know how to run an airport, but let me remind you that you have a budget and keep to it. And we count on you to get this place making a profit. Good luck, and we'll talk soon, I hope. And then that's that. To just give you a few things. That is the Gregor Farnsworth. we found out where Fonzie went. He went to Canada. All right, we got it. And then some basic tips about where things are. Now, one thing I want to point out here, I'm going to just pause for a second. The tutorial in this game is actually rather good. I like how they've done it. And this is just reminding you, this is just an alpha here. The tutorial is, they've got different sections of it. So you start out with a small airfield, then they'll tell you how to do a regional airport and then an international airport and all that stuff. So it goes, you know, a nice building blocks, and you're still working on the same airport. So it's just, you're just building on on top of what you've got. But the really cool thing about this, if I hit new here, and I might as well go through the tutorials because it basically takes you from 0 to an airport. So I might, you know, I haven't gotten up to region. I've gotten as far as regional airport, so I know exactly what I need to do. But it's still nice to have a little checklist here. But that's what I want to point out, is that the way they do the tutorial here, they do it sort of like this checklist where it just kind of sits here. It sits here in the menu. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't pop up messages in your face constantly like, oh, you should really do this, or oh, you should really do that. It just kind of is over here in the corner, and if you want to use it, you can use it. If not, it doesn't matter one way or the other. And I really like that. I know that I wish a lot of games would employ this. I know that like action-based games can't really employ something like this because you kind of don't want to break up the action too much. You want to get people in as fast as possible, so you kind of have to really grab them by the hand and show them things. But for all other games, for any game that could take a tutorial like this, this is, I think, probably a gold standard here. Because it's literally just a, you know, instead of having to prompt people when you start up, like, do you want to see the tutorial? Or you want to see tutorial tips? You don't even need to do that. They don't even do that here. They just said, look, here, it's over in a menu. Use it, don't care. Right? And I think that's beautiful. I think that's perfect. It's a perfect way to do it. That said, there are other things about this menu that are a little bit weird, and I think there's a whole lot of I'm assuming since it's alpha, there's going to be a whole lot of tweaking that they're going to have to do, because there's things that are kind of buried in some of these menus. I mean, they're relatively organized, but when you're first getting into the game and you're trying to grok what the hell's going on, it can be a lot of, well, where is the thing that I'm looking for, right? You're digging through the weeds quite a bit, because nothing really seems to go where you think it should be. Like, there is a kind of sort of research thing, but it's not really research because you're not researching stuff. You're just basically unlocking things. And I think that's under procurement here, which is under staff, right? Was that, or no, economy. I'm sorry. I was under economy and in procurement. And this is where you sort of unlock things that you need later on. Like, we'll need the fuel service and stuff like that. But it's kind of, it sort of feels like, yes, it fits under the economy tab, but we're kind of playing word soup here. It's like, you know, this is basically a research tab, right? For anybody who's familiar with any kind of strategy game, this is basically the research tab, even though you're not technically researching. So it's kind of, you know, there's things like that I think they could probably work on a bit, you know? But anyway, we need to get construction workers here, and we need to deploy them. That's the sign a contract with the contractors and deploy them. Then wait for them to arrive, and then we have to start actually building things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to loosely follow the tutorial, but basically I know what I need to do, at least at the very beginning here. So I think we go to economy and contracts. Now we only have one contract. This is for contractors. It's minimum deployable is 70, or maximum deployable is 75. An hourly fee per contractor is $9.60. They're basically getting minimum wage. This is important. when you deploy contractors, it'll actually give you a choice. Do you want to deploy a few or do you want to deploy all of them? The thing to note there is that they don't auto undeploy, right? So you'll see me probably toggle back and forth a lot between deploying contractors and not, because if I don't undeploy them, they'll just keep sucking money out of me, even though they're not doing anything. So it's just something to keep in mind. So we will sign them on. And now we got to wait for them to arrive. While we're waiting for them, here's our budget sheet, which is actually quite nice. We need to go to construction. We need to deploy all contractors. Okay, and then I will start the time back up again. Actually, you know what? Before I start the time, let's get some stuff laid down first. So we got structures here, which we'll use a little bit, and infrastructure is where we're really going to start. Now I can zoom way out. You'll notice that I'll be able to zoom way in, and that'll be useful a little bit later once we get into actually building a terminal and stuff like that. But for right now, I would like to build a general shape of an airport. So I'm using WASD to move around and things. This is our main road coming into the airport. This will bring the buses with our workers. That they've already placed down the drop-off point and pickup point for workers, so for construction materials and whatnot. So you don't have to worry about those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the public road just a little bit. Oh, one thing that I am going to complain a lot about with this UI is that when you select one of these, it says select a variation, asphalt or concrete. I like that there's a variation there, and I like that, well, they both cost the same, but I like that there's a variation there. But it gets really annoying. Like, I wish it would kind of remember, like, I wish there was a radio button here that I could just click on, and then it would always do the one that I said instead. Because every time I come in here, or the service road or anything like this, I always have to click select a variation. And a lot of times I'll click this and come back, and then it'll be like, no, you can't place anything. You didn't select the variation yet. That gets a little bit annoying. So hopefully that'll be something that they fix forthwith. So I'm going to go place a road coming this way. Now there is you'll see these borders here. You can unlock these eventually. I have not unlocked them yet. Place a road like that, say, and then we'll come up here. And you're probably thinking, man, you're spending a lot of money on roads, but when you see what we have to do here for things, you'll understand, I'm sure. And of course, I could be just being complete overkill as well. But that is me. That is me in a nutshell. They call me overkill, 'cause I am. I think that's lined up here, I think, and then we'll go do, it was sort of lined up. I just have two more there, like that. Excellent. Okay, so that is our, was that a public road? I didn't do a public road there, did I? Ah, crap, I did it as a public road. I didn't want a public road there. Crap. No, I need to bulldoze all that. That was nuts. I meant to make that a service road, is what I meant to do. Like that. Okay, I meant to make what I meant to do is do a public road. I want to extend this public road just a little bit here, right? And then I wanted to put a vehicle checkpoint. Let me zoom in so I can see what my checkpoint looks like. Okay. Vehicle checkpoint there. Right, and then have a service road that is asphalt. You'll see why I want a service road in a little bit. But basically, I want the service road to be... Well, I'm going to start here just so I don't overshoot it. I come that way. And have this come up that way. And then let's come over here and... Right about there, I guess. And then come over from this one. Like that. There we go. So that's a service road now. Which means it only can be traversed by authorized vehicles. That's what the vehicle checkpoint is for. This public road can be for anybody. So now that I've done that, I want to... I need a place for... Well, I need a... Where the heck is it at? So this is what I have a problem with. I need a small runway. There we go. Middle mouse button rotates. It doesn't actually tell you anywhere that the middle mouse button rotates, but it does. Yeah, see, I didn't make that big enough, did I? Alright, well, what I need to do is just move that top part up a little bit more. But we'll put a runway right there. Just one small runway for right now. Then I will get my bulldozer out and we'll get rid of just this top road because I want to... oops, I keep forgetting I don't need to drag and hold. So I need room for a taxiway in there. So we're gonna do service road asphalt. Let's just come up a little bit further than what we need. Yeah, like this, I'd say. Like that. And like that. Hopefully I left enough room up there in case I want to do something, but we'll see. I'm mostly looking for stuff down here right now. Or yeah, over the side. So now that I've done that, now I should be able to do a taxiway foundation. Again, I'm going to do it with asphalt because that's my goal here. So taxiway foundation is for planes to taxi around. You'll see once I do nodes and stuff, you'll see how that works out. But basically, you need a way for planes to move around your airport. So I'm gonna have this come up like that, and then come up this way, like that. I don't know if I've left myself enough room here. I don't think I have. But we'll see. That way. And then have this come over. Actually, let's just have this come down this way. And let's go from this point down. To there. And this point over to here. Alright. And then I got to put the nodes down. And the reason for this is this tells the planes which way they can. This actually makes it so that the planes know where they need to go. Actually, I need a taxiway foundation right at the back of this one so that we can connect these two. Now, the thing what the runway is, and this is what kind of bothers me, is that last time I did this, it wouldn't let me, it only does the runway as a grass runway. It wouldn't let me actually put like stuff down on it to make it, you know, asphalt just like everything else. So I assume that's just something they don't have in this version yet. But it's kind of disappointing. So taxiway nodes, what we're going to do is we're going to say planes are going to come around this way. and up this way, basically making the taxiway nodes go where the taxiway foundation is. And this is helpful to be able to direct planes. Like, you can make your taxiway foundation like several blocks wide, and it would allow you to then kind of have like a path for your planes to follow. So this one's connected, so then all I need to do is connect this one here like that. Okay, and now if I hit T, it'll bring me back to taxiway nodes. Now what I need to do is I need to put some hold short bars down, and what that does is it tells planes that as planes queue up to use the runway, they'll have to stop at the hold short bar, just like on a normal airport, before they're allowed to actually enter the runway, and that'll all be handled automatically by the air traffic control once I build it and all that stuff. So I'm going to put a hold short bar here. So I'm just right clicking on it, and then I say set holding point like that. And then I can put another one, say right here, set holding point. Actually, you know what? Let's set that regular. Let's go over here just so that they are, I don't have to worry so much about things colliding there. I don't know if the game's gonna, see, it doesn't really. Okay, let me fix this. Let me see if I can fix this somehow. It's got it going the wrong way. And that's what's got me kind of, because I noticed when I was doing the tutorial that my planes would actually fly up to the holding port and then bounce back down to the other one and turn around. It was very, very, you got to get these sort of done right. Yeah, see, it's not going the right way. Why do you not go the right way is my question. I mean, obviously it's an alpha, so it's going to be a little bit janky. See, it's like it's got it going that way, which means the plane's going to come around and kind of spin around. It'll do weird things. No, can I spin that around with the middle mouse? No, I can't. What if I do it again? Oh, I see. Okay, now it's working. Alright, so I just have to do it multiple times. Let's do it that way, and then this one, set regular, and set holding point. There it is. Okay, so now they should come over here, they should hold, and then go on to runway 36. And then if they're coming this way, they should hold before going on to runway 18. You only need 2 of them, but I feel like I should put another one here just for the sake of argument. So I'll put one there. Because you can kind of traverse this in multiple directions. Yeah, you know what, just for the sake of argument, I'm going to put another one here. I know that's a bit overkill, and it might cause my planes to bounce back and forth anyway, but I just feel like it makes me feel a little bit better that I'm not going to have runway intrusions and stuff. Alright, so we got the taxiways, we got the runway. We need a air traffic control, which is under structures here. Small ATC tower. So the thing about this one is I'm always trying to figure out which way this is supposed to go. Is it supposed to go like this? Because it seems to work regardless of which way I do it, but I feel like it's got to go that way where the parking spots are. So I'm going to kind of put them here. Even though it's upside down, I'm just going to do that because I don't know. It just seems like that should be the way it goes. And then we need a place for, we want to do general aviation first off. So, which is just light planes, usually with just 1 or 2 passengers, if even that. And in order to do that, we need a couple things. First of all, we need, I think it's under infrastructure here. We need a stand for the planes to sit on. So we can do either a small stand, which is for light aircraft, or a medium stand for bigger aircraft. That's, I believe, is more for jets and stuff. So we're going to stick with the small stand right now. Going to do it in asphalt. And I'm going to do a couple of these. So the thing is, I did not leave myself enough room, which is what I thought was going to happen. Because these, where the little symbol of the plane is where planes come into it, and where the other, the white lines are, is where cars drive in and out of it, and that's important a little bit later. So what I need to do is just bulldoze. This is also why I pause the game while I'm doing this, so that I don't spend a bunch of money without actually getting anything good out of it. Alright, so service road. So actually, you know, before I put the service road down, let's put the small stand down. And again, this is going to keep getting me. I got to click it on that way. Alright, so I want, let's say, bingo, bingo, bango. Just for now, 3 of them. Then we will do the service road. Oh, again, it's going to get me. Service road. And we'll have that come like so. And have it extend up this way. Like so. Okay. So we've done that. We've done that bit. So now, at this point, I could, once everything is constructed, I could go and let aircraft land. It's just that they would not be able to refuel, which is fine. That's actually, in the tutorial, the first tutorial here, they don't actually do anything with that. You know, it's not until you get to step 2 that you start to get some of that stuff going. But I want to jump ahead a little bit. Since I got the cash now, I might as well. And I want to say, I can only jump ahead so much though, because we need to actually procure things. So let's see if I can actually do this or not. I could do a vehicle depot. So we need that. This is just used for airport vehicles to park when they're not being used. So I'm just going to put the vehicle depot over here. I could put it down there too, I guess. Huh? I could, I guess. It wouldn't hurt anything, I don't think. So let's put it down there. And that will allow vehicles to park, namely the fuel trucks and whatnot that we have to procure. And then we got to procure the fuel itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the time play. And actually I'm going to triple the speed on it so we start getting some things going here. You'll see a couple buses come with my contractors. They're going to jump out. Little guys running around doing their thing. And getting everything squared away. So that's good. Wow, there's a lot of buses with them. Jeez. How many? Oh, I guess those are the materials buses. That's what, material trucks. So they're off building the airport now. And while they're doing that, I can come on over to operations, is it? No. Economy and procurement. And I want to get the AVGas 100 LL fuel service. This is basically aviation fuel for general aviation planes. If I want to get jets in here, which we'll eventually do, that requires the A1 jet fuel stuff. We'll get that. Do not have the requirements for this product. Aircraft stand. Oh, I haven't built. The stand hasn't been built yet, so I gotta wait for one of those stands to be built. So we'll get this going, and then we have to go. Also got a bunch of email here. Welcome to your new airport, small airfield tutorial. You'll see in here, there's also a spam thing, because they do send you spam emails and stuff as you're going. All right, there we go. They built some stuff. So we'll grab this. You can see there's a little bit in-game time limit on it. So grab that. We also need to get... I wonder if it's not... I don't think it's unlocked yet. Economy, loans, contracts. Yeah, I guess the contract doesn't unlock until I actually do the procurement. We can get loans if we want to. We don't need that just yet. So once this procurement finishes, my guys are running off doing their thing here, I should be able to then get some contracts. There we go. So contracts, not yet apparently. Alright, well, while they're doing their thing, I should be able to build, though. So I go under infrastructure, and I say... No, I go under structures, right? Yeah, fuel depot, fuel tank. We want a fuel depot, and we want the AV gas depot. So we come down here, and we say, let's flip this guy around so he's facing the right way. And put him there. And then under procurement... I have to buy a fuel truck, which will come and actually give us our stuff. Once the fuel depot is built, they'll actually deliver fuel. We'll have a fuel tank and all that stuff. And then the fuel truck will be an airport truck. So it'll actually park in here. And then as planes request refueling, it'll be able to go into the fuel depot and then come over and do the planes. The planes. So there you go. It went and parked over there. Now, as it stands, we almost have everything built. I don't want to open the airport yet until everything is built. You can see we've already used a ton of money. We're at $500,000 now, under $500,000. So it's hopefully I'm making some money here soon. Although it's now becoming nighttime. General aviation doesn't usually run at nighttime, at least in this simulation. I guess some light poles and some trees would be nice too, huh? But we'll hold off on that until we need it. So that's the basic fuel depot, and then yeah, and then it's just that's built now. These guys will come in and do their thing, and then I'm just waiting for all the other stuff to get built here. So then once they build the rest of the roads here, we should be good. Open up things. We're still going super fast. Actually, you know, I can at nighttime like this, you can actually go under operations. Operations? And then overview. And you can say fast forward to next day, and it'll actually just go super fast to 0400. Although it doesn't appear to actually be working. Let's go normal speed, and then let's do fast forward to next day. And that didn't work. Okay, I guess it's not. I guess it doesn't work sometimes. That's weird. That was working before. I guess maybe there's some reason here why it's not going right now. I guess maybe because there's construction happening or something like that. But anyway, we got our little contractors walking around, which seems pretty inefficient. to be carrying things like that. So you think they would drive around and do stuff here. You look at your areas, which doesn't really come into play until you have a terminal. We've got airport items. A lot of these don't come into play until you have a terminal. You have gate seating and all this stuff, and then urinals and everything. And what else do I need to do? The fuel tank is just for, you can attach it to a fuel depot just to increase the stored fuel capacity. We don't need that just yet. You'll see if I click on this guy, you'll see that, well, he hasn't been refueled yet, but once he gets refueled, you'll see that will go up. I wonder, did I have to do something to refuel him? To say go? Oh yeah, I had to turn this on. Yes, turn that on, and then that will automatically refuel or allow it to be a the turnaround service control is for when planes want to turn around and do all their turnaround tasks. So that's what that's about. Although the airport's closed, so I don't know if that overrides the other things. But I'm not in any rush for that to be filled just yet, because we still got some time to kill here. All right, and these guys are almost finished. Once they finish, I can open up the airports. Okay, blah, blah, blah. A little bit of time. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And there goes a guy. Kabang. Okay, so with that said, we can go back to normal speed right now. We can go here. I'm going to dismiss all the contractors, so they're not eating into my pay here, into the money that I'm using. Oh, construction demand exists? Really? Where? What hasn't been constructed yet? Everything looks constructed to me. Whatever. All right. Anyway, overview. Let's open the airport up. And always accept general aviation. That's just so that without that checked off, there's a little icon of a plane up here, right? And that will allow you to accept certain planes in, one at a time. But you just select this, it'll just accept everybody in regardless. And then I got to go to all these individual ones, and I got to open these stands up so that they can actually be used. Here comes our fuel truck. Oh no, that's just a bus to pick up the workers. Never mind. I wonder what I gotta do to get that refueling to happen. I guess they will. I don't remember. I think it just automatically did it last time. So we'll just leave that be for right now, unless I have to order a... No, I shouldn't have to. Usually it just came on its own. Dashboard. Nothing else going on. And then email. We got a bunch of spam email. There's our receipt for the fuel truck, and fuel service is... Oh, delivery date will be 14:54 on day 1, which means they're already late. Interesting. I wonder if they could not find a path to the fuel depot. They should be able to. I mean, I have a service road here. Request status is operational. Huh. It's not awaiting incoming resupply. No aviation fuel supply contract signed. What? I did sign the contract. I did. I swear I did. Contracts. Oh, no, I didn't. That's right. That's why. Okay. Right. I was waiting for that to come up. That's why it hasn't done anything yet. So there's a couple different contracts here. Small, which I don't know exactly what all these entail, but I'm just going to go, what is this, medium, 4 cents per liter, or 4 fractions of a cent per liter, or 9 fractions of a cent for aviation fuel. Let's just go with AviFuel, and let's sign that. There we go. So now I should get a delivery of fuel coming. Hopefully. Also, I gotta open this runway. I forgot to do that. That would help. I'm not gonna open it up to commercial, just to general aviation, so we don't have any jets trying to land on here. And you can see there is a condition on things, and things do wear down over time. So you do have to, do upgrades and repair things and whatnot. Ah, here comes our fuel truck. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Excellent, Smithers. Excellent. There he goes. All right, cool. So that he'll fill up our tank, and now it's just a matter of waiting for some planes to come in. I have a few notifications here. Clear that one out. New product has arrived. Blah blah blah. And whoops. Okay. Clear. Got new applications. I haven't actually hired anybody yet, so I have no idea when I'm supposed to do that yet. So I just want to, so I'm clear on that one. Contract notifications. I guess this will pop up when one of my contracts, because I signed a contract, but it was for 1 year. You can see our fuel truck over here is delivering the fuel, and the other truck is pulling it back out. Let's see, 58%. That's pretty funny. They're pulling it out at the rate that it's getting pulled in. Let's see. 79% fuel. Does that actually go up, or yeah, there it is, 100%. So then this should start going up again, right? Yep, main tank. Cool. And then he's going to go and park in case somebody needs, in case an incoming plane needs some fuel. And we got the ATC down, which I can't actually click on, right? Yeah, doesn't look like it. I mean, those look like parking spots, right? So you would think that this is the way it should go. I have no idea. I have no clue. All right, now it's just, I guess we'll triple our speed and see what happens here. So what are we doing as far as the tutorial is concerned? Deploy contractors, which I already did. So it didn't really pick up on the fact that I deployed contractors. All right, but I could do that just to get through the tutorial. I've already completed airside construction. Yeah, so it's already moved on. Open a stand and allow general aviation. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Did I not allow? Ah, that's it. That's what it is. All right, and then yeah, now we got flights coming in because I allow general aviation. So there they go. See, it's good, and now they're getting fuel and everything. So we're making some money. Look at that money, that hourly balance going up. Nice. And we got service 5 flights, which since we have 3 stands, we ought to be able to do that relatively quickly. And then there's build fuel services, which I've already done a bunch of, and then operate your refueling service, which means to refuel 5 general aviation planes, which we'll end up doing right away as well. And let's see. Service 5, general aviation flights. And then you can click on these guys and they'll actually show your the flight path, the flight plan for them, and how much fuel they have and what their status is. Their what type of plane it is, a Cessna 182, and what their turnaround time is. Let's see. Where else are they going? There was another thing here that said what service. Oh, here's the requested services. Yeah, they're looking for repairs and other things. Cool. So are these guys using the? So he used the hold back bar correctly, and I just want to make sure they're not bouncing between hold back bar or hold. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know why he drove all the way up there to come back. I think that one of the things with the Alpha is that things are driving weirdly when you have a multi-lane road. Like, I don't know why. Like, your vehicles feel like they need to drive all the way up to the end and then turn around and come back for some reason, instead of just, pulling out and going to the left. I assume that's just a weird quirk of the Alpha, so I'm not too concerned on that. So it looks like our guys are coming in, and then are they? So they're not really holding short there, but I guess they don't necessarily need to. It looks like most of them are just following this path here, so I don't really need the hold short bars the way that I have them. See, I was kind of concerned that they were all going to go, like they were going to go multiple ways. They might still do that. I'm going to keep these here because I do want to put another landing strip in. So we'll have like 3-6 left and 3-6 right. Maybe even a 3-6 center, but I guess we're okay for now. So let's see what we're doing here. Service 5, general aviation flights is still in progress, huh? We haven't serviced all 5 of them yet? That's kind of weird. What are we saying here? Golden opportunity, pay quick. Okay. The only email I've got. Yeah. Delete both of those. I guess I might as well. What's the spam filter? How much does that cost per day? Procurement. $150. Yeah, sure. Unlock it. I don't have the requirements for this product. Oh, I need a CIO in order to do that. Oh, that's pretty funny. So you can, there's all kinds of staffing things, like you can do shifts, different shifts, and you have a board of directors that you have to get applications for. But again, I think these aren't really necessary until I actually have a larger airport. At least it didn't say in the tutorial to ever like do anything with staff yet, so I'm kind of holding off on that so I don't use up all my cash here. Operations. So when will it consider me having serviced 5 general aviation flights? I wonder if there's a flight schedule. No. I wonder if there's a thing that tells you how many you've served already. Dashboard, inbox, contracts, budget, loan, employees, committees. Oh, okay. Applicants, operations. Job tasks and construction. I don't know why I keep saying construction demand exists. Maybe I should just deploy a contractor. Just one. Let them do something here. And then tutorial. Did I actually... Yeah, because it's like wait for contractors to arrive and stuff. Like I deployed, now it's wait for them. So then that should get that completed anyway. This one is totally completed. Yeah, I wonder why it still says that there's... Like, you'd think I have serviced 5 flights by now. Like, I've seen this already. I've seen like 9 planes in there already. So I wonder what's going on with that. I guess maybe this is... Maybe in the alpha here, this isn't quite wired up properly, and it's only going to trigger once... once this is complete. Yeah, that's completed now. So maybe that's it. Maybe it'll trigger now that I've completed those other things. And then we have the build fuel services, which is actually all green. I can barely see it there, but it's there. And operate, I think, is all green for the most part. Yeah, I think that might be what it is. Because like I said, this is the furthest I've gotten. And I kind of want to use the tutorial when we get to the next phase of this. So I don't want to, I guess we can, can I just, am I able to actually jump forward now? So operations, where the heck is it? Overview, fast forward to the next day. Ah, see, now I can fast forward to the next day because the airport's open. All right. That's good. Fast forward to 0400. We got an email. Golden opportunity. Pay quick. Go to my trash bin. Oh, more golden opportunities. Trash bin. Trash bin quickly. Alright, so now we're at that time. And you can see we have seasons. So we're in summer now. We start out in spring. I don't know why all the strategy games like this, like, you know, tycoon games, start out in spring all the time. I guess that's just by tradition. But yeah, we're in summer now. And day 3. And so far so good. I guess I could fast forward until we get to the point where summer has arrived, season change, golden opportunity, all that stuff. So you can fast forward until this tutorial ticks off, I guess, until we start seeing some planes flying in here, which I assume, I mean, they fly in during the daytime, the day hours. So I assume that'll be around like 7 a.m. or so. There is a lot of kind of sitting here and waiting a bit. I'm sure that's something that that may or may not be intentional, based on what's going on. I could actually build a few more stands here too. I mean, I got the money for it, and they're certainly paying off. Oh, there we go. Service 5 GA flights. See, there we go. Now this is completed, and now that one's completed. Awesome. I can go back to the glossary. Oh, I mean, I can go back to here, and then we can upgrade to a regional airport. So that's the basics. Continue to expand the airfield, gain some more money. At some point, you might be interested in processing passenger flights, also known as commercial flights. If you're interested, first step will be to build the terminal foundation and make sure that passengers and employees can access it. Make sure the terminal foundation is dragged adjacent to an aircraft stand. So, drag out and build terminal foundation. Make it at least 20 by 15. Place a door on the wall. Build a bus stop and a car drop off. Build a sidewalk for passengers. And yes, they have it sort of down here going into that, and then they've got a road over there. So I'm guessing the terminal, obviously I don't want to put it over near the airfield. Well, I kind of do, but at the same point we need to have to see how that, I'm not entirely certain how that works out. What do they do? Passenger flow. It's on the inside. Oof. All right, so I may not have been very efficient with how I did this, but while I'm here, let's build a few more general aviation stands just for the sake of argument. Just because I can. Oh, it's raining. How about that? How's our airplane? Our condition of our runway is... Well, did something just... I think he was taking off. I'm like, did a plane just run off the end of the runway? So it's at 77%. So we might want to... Oh, I guess maybe under upgrades is where it'll sort of upgrade the runway a bit. Yeah, the pushback pushes them way back into the runway almost. Let's see. Because some of these are going to need to be... Like, the condition of these are not bad. But I kind of want to repair the runway. I kind of want to get another runway in there, honestly. Let's see. Infrastructure. Let's slow down time a little bit. Infrastructure or structures? No, infrastructure. And small runway. And if I could put one... So I need to be aware of my hold short bars there as well. So I'm going to kind of move this one down a little bit, like right there. And we go T, and I'll put a hold point there, which is not right. That way. And I'll put another one over here just for the sake of argument. And same thing up here. there, and no, not quite. Let's try that again. That way. Thank you. And then I need to do infrastructures and taxiway foundation. Whoops. I always forget. Asphalt. Like this. And then bring up our taxiway nodes, and I need to do that. Make a node right there. Like so. That node automatically connected, which is fantastic. Alright. Then I should probably come over and hire all those people again. Construction, deploy all. Structure contractors are on site. Oh, I have 75 deployed contractors. Huh. Thought I only deployed one. I guess I deployed all of them. I guess I deployed all of them. I did not realize that before. The reason I'm doing this is because I feel like I'm going to have to close this runway in order to repair it. It's going to cost a bit of money. The condition's still okay, but I want to at least have two so that I can repair runways as needed. Then also I want to get a few more small stands, like say 2 more. So we'll do one right there, which I have to get rid of the road for. And one right next to it. So let me get rid of let me bulldoze the road right now for a little bit. Bulldoze that. Once that is bulldozed, then I can put some more runway stands there. So having this be the road that things go down might have been more efficient, but at the same time, it's kind of a pain in the neck. But oh well. There's nothing up here for my guys to want to drive up there anyway. And the road also extends this way, so if they really wanted to drive up there, they could. Okay. A bunch of guys pulling into there. I guess these little white outlines are buildings. Because you would think there'd be like an FBO here that these guys pull into. So maybe that's what that is on the road there. That guy just took off. That's good. And where are my... Okay, they're all building the runway. Excellent. Although it looks like they don't have the lettering in yet, because this would be 36R, right? 36 right. They have the numbering in, which is really nice. Like, this is actually the correct numbering. If you do a runway from left to right, you'll have 27 on the one end and 06 on the other end, which is correct as well, because that's the degrees, right? 36 degrees and then 18 on the other side. So I guess I can... Okay, and they're demolishing that now. That's good. Let's get rid of the bulldozer. Let's go on here. Let's open the runway just to general aviation. Thank you. All right, they've almost got that demolished for me, which is fantastic. So then I can start to do infrastructure and small stands. Oh, always forget, select the variation. All right, you go there. You go there. Good, and then we will put the service road back in. There, like that. Okay, fantastic. Everything is looking very good here. How's our fuel tanks? Our fuel tanks are barely even being touched. That's good to see. Good to see. So we have some more contractor materials coming in. We've got snow falling, it looks like. That's in the summer? Snowfall in the summer? I guess it is Canada. They do like their snow up there. I'll leave that. I'll leave that alone. Let's speed this up a bit, though. So I'm wondering, at what condition should I repair the runway? I guess I can let it go until it's like 50% probably. Although the repair bill is getting higher and higher every time it goes down there. Now, what's the upgrades? Extend the runway. Oh, here it is. Upgrade to asphalt. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want me an asphalt runway. Also, I need to accept general aviation into these guys and open the stand up. Like so, and like so. Alright, and then I want to, I guess, alright, let's do this. Let's close this runway. Let's repair it. Oh, that was fast. Runway repaired. Let's upgrade it to asphalt. Okay, and build Pappy lights. Is that the light stands that tell you, you know, two white, three red kind of thing? Let you know that you're on the correct flight slope, glide slope. I'll do that. Maybe. Yeah, what is that? Fortunately, I have to have that window open in order to see it, though. Upgrades. Pappy lights. Yeah, I think that's what that is. So I've seen them coming in from this direction, right? So I'll build some lights here. And there. And then I'll put some on the other way here, too. Right there. And, oof, this is a little bit janky right now. Right there. Okay. I can open that runway again because I didn't realize the upgrade was, like, immediate. So that's fantastic. So if that's the case, then I'm just going to upgrade this immediately, too. To asphalts. And we'll build the lights here, too. Put them in the same spot as the other ones, or at least try to anyway. There. And there. And there. And there. Try that. We will try that. I'll do a quick repair on it too, since I apparently don't have to close the runway in order to repair it. Alright. Yeah, that is definitely what those are. You can see the red lights on there. Was it like two white, two red or something? Or three red? Two white, three red? Something like that? Tells you you're on the right slope. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, that's good. So now that matches. The curtains match the drapes now, thankfully. That was kind of bugging me a little bit. What else do we got here? More spam email. That's what we've got. Where are we? Where are we? So let's dismiss all the contractors right now, since we're not really in need of them. I guess I'll deploy. Oh, you know what? I hit deploy all. That's what it was. That's what it was. I wanted to deploy one and I hit deploy all. So let's deploy one contractor. Right? Since it still says construction demand exists, and I don't know. It says construction is in progress. I don't know where this phantom construction is, but I only need one person to do it, I think, because unless that's just to enable, like that's just repairs or something. I have no idea. I kind of want to see how these planes are faring, though. It looks like they're all doing well here. They seem to be handling my nodes correctly. That's fantastic. I love it when a plan comes together, my friends. Oh, right. So, how are we doing as far as the tutorial? I think we construct a terminal. We're just at the constructed terminal now. Which I'm not sure where to actually put that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save here, and then I'm going to come back to this because I really like what is going on here. I really do. Really do. Let's get rid of this spam email while we're at it. Can I actually hire that thing? Oh, I needed a CIO for that. Never mind. Never mind. I guess I could order another fuel truck too. Why not? Why not? Money ain't no thing. It actually is. We're only at $93,000 left. So it's kind of a thing. I'm going to have to wait a little bit and see if I can get us... We're making a ton of money though right now. Per hour, it looks like. So hopefully we can... Hopefully I can just fast forward time a bit here and everything will just work out well. We'll get so many flights in and out of here that it'll be like printing money. It'll be like printing money. And so far everybody seems to be happy. There was an overview thing here somewhere. Where was that at? I think it was under the staff and then no, where was that? Economy, budget. Well, here's our budget. I guess I should be looking at that, huh? Hourly income, hourly expenses, aviation fuel sale, expense sources, taxes. Okay, it looks fine there. That's our fuel truck coming in. And there was one, salaries, fees, loans, contracts, procurement. Where was the thing at? Where was the thing at? There was something that told you, like, prioritize this or prioritize that. And I don't have it. Current hourly income, current hourly outcome, hourly balance. Okay. Employees, landing, visiting. Oh, here it is. General aviation. They're like, this place isn't too bad. They're like, meh. That's their face right now. Meh. So, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. They could be meh for a little while as long as they're helping me get some money into this place. So we got all that going for us. All right. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, I'm going to yeah, we're doing okay with the fuel. I'm gonna end the episode here, and we'll come back to this because this is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this quite a bit, my friends. Enjoying it quite a bit. All right, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.